Hi, everyone. Welcome back to the YouTube channel. This is Tiffany Bryant-Jackson, Education Manager of Three Bone Theater. And we're back with our community partner for the trilogy, but specifically Electricidad. We have Irlanda from Enlace. How are you today?
Hi, I'm doing great, and I'm really happy to be here with you, talking about display and also talking about Enlace.
Thank you. Now, for everyone, we do have another video introducing Enlace, and we'll link that below. But, Irlanda, will you give everyone a refresher about your org and what you all do?
Yes, Enlace is a nonprofit organization, and we have been in Charlotte since 1998. And what we do is, I like to say that we open doors for others because we are a big network. At this moment, we have more than 80 organizations that are part of the community leaders, nonprofit organizations serving the Latino community and individuals who wants to break down the self-imposed community silos. So we provide information through our organizations and resources. Very specifically, we do not provide direct services, but we direct the people to the services that are out there. And we have information about every service that is in English and is in Spanish as well. So we are the connectors here in Charlotte, not only with the Latino community, with everyone who wants to connect and know about resources and services.
Fantastic. I love it. You are essentially the link between a necessary link. And I love what you said about silos because it's really easy to come to Charlotte and just kind of silo yourself off in certain groups, but this brings everyone across the board from different Latin cultures together. So I love the work you all do. And as you said, it's open to everyone. So if someone wants to come check out a meeting, can you tell them when those are?
Yes, our meetings are the third Wednesday of each month. So they are at the Charlotte Legal Advocacy Center. We start at 9 a.m. sharp, and they are open to the public. We also offer memberships for the people who wants to be committed with our organizations and have all the information, and even they can use the Belmont Center facilities for community outreach, for community workshops, and a lot of things. But our meetings are open to the public, and just check your calendars every third Wednesday because we do not change the date. Sometimes the place could change due to circumstances, and this year we have to change the day because the snow that was supposed to come and really did not come. But basically, there's always Thursday, Wednesday at 9 a.m. Charlotte Center Legal for Advocacy, and we have a new website, so all the information is there. So enlacecharlotte.org. So just find us there and you will have the place, the events, everything that you need to know.
I love it. Now, I want to talk a little bit about your partnership. This is the second play you guys have partnered with us on, and we appreciate that because you're helping us spread the story across all communities in Charlotte. But one of the things I saw recently is you started hosting storytelling workshops. And I think that's great because everyone's story needs to have a moment. But can you tell us what led to the story workshops?
Well, with Enlace, we have done some collaborations, also the storytelling. I mean, I just want to clarify that Enlace is an all volunteer organization. So each one of us is doing other things at the community. I am at this moment the chair, and we do a lot of collaborations with organizations like you, what Trivon, also like Obra, also Action and C, and others. So we did last year we did storytelling that was about unveiling the immigrant voices. This was a collaboration between three organizations where we wanted to highlight the voices of the people who sometimes feel they are not seen, and that was specifically how to tell those stories, not just with words. We work on some prompts and what's happening, but also with photography. So we did a collaboration with one of our community photographers, Hector Vaca from Action C. What we did was to show the people how, for example, with a photography, you have an immigrant working that is working through the pandemic. That's a story. And then what you have to do is to add. In my case, I am a writer and a poet, so I wrote about being an essential worker during the pandemic. How do you feel when you leave your home and you have to start a new life? Also, stories about loss and a story that is that was so personal to me that we worked on that workshop that was about I mean basically striving, dying for striving. That's a poem. You have we have every year, sadly, in our Latino community, you will read on the news somebody that lost their life because they were working outside,
Hmm.
because they fell from a ladder, because they, and it's so sad. And just because you want a better life, and that better life turns out to, provide you with death. So those stories that they are not able to tell, but you can tell them and recognize that. So that was one of the workshops. Also with the community and cultural blogs, we are trying to heal in some way, and people will tell their stories, what they feel, and just have more, you know, uh, how I would say it, how they feel more comfortable, telling the story in public. Sometimes you have a lot of people that they want to tell the story, but they are like, I don't know how to do it. I'm afraid. And creating safe spaces together with the library, with art and science culture, like, okay, you can come here, you will receive feedback, but it's all for improvement, and these are safe spaces. And those safe spaces, we have to continue to have that, because people need to not just be heard and seen, but also where and when, because you cannot tell everything to anyone and anywhere. We just have to, to start step by step, and then when people begin to grow and feel, more comfortable, and not being afraid, just be out there. So that's some of the things that we do.
Through the show, and the reason I wanted to highlight this is because Luis Alfaro has done a fantastic job of writing a trilogy, but I think on a smaller level, once everyone gets comfortable and understanding that their stories have value and deserve to be heard, I think it helps the mission of the play as well, right? This play is introducing us to another culture. We're getting to know this family and what's happening in their world. But it also reminds us that we have neighbors and friends and coworkers who all have stories that are worth telling. And it's a human experience to really dive in and get to know each other better. And I love that you all have created some safe spaces through your community connections and partnerships to allow that to happen too. Because I think when people think of resource, they think, oh, well, they're just providing like where to go pick up food or where to go get medical care. But no, it's also how to heal a little bit through telling your stories. So I wanted to highlight that for people to understand that there's a lot going on through you all and your connection. So thank you for that. You got a chance to see a sneak peek last week of the show. How'd you feel about it?
I love it. I mean, the neighbors, the nosy neighbors, they were great, and you know, it's important to highlight that even when some things are universal. So, having neighbors that they are worried about their community, what's happening, and the way that they talk to each other, I think that's universal in every culture. So, also universal themes and topics, you want to change, you want power. I mean, not everybody, but those are universal topics that I think that everyone's could identify. And I'm really hoping to see the play, completely. But even though some people will say, oh no, this is specific for a community. Yes, some communities have specific issues, but I think that everybody could identify with some of those issues that are happening when you see it in your own life and you see it, in others. So, and the thing is that, you know, Alfaro took this classical,
Hmm.
and how it changes to this, you know, times and
Hmm.
playing with that because I think that the humans being, yeah, we have evolved, but at the same time, we are the same for years and years, and we are just looking, for a better life to grow, and the struggles. So this we are struggling no matter what. I mean, you could have probably the most powerful millionaire person in the world, and that person is still struggling. So uh, it's just how it is, and I think that it will be great that we have a lot of people to come and see and support this because it's a reflect of who we are and our
Yes.
community.
I think you're absolutely right. Though this does deal with a very specific culture, it is everyone. These are your neighbors and your friends and people in your network. And so it's a great human experience to be present and see the show. I want to thank Enlace again for partnering with us and getting the word out on the show, but also allowing us to share what you all do. We will have more information on Enlace at the show. So, for anyone watching, if you come to the show, we always have a table of wonderful resources and information for you to pick up. We live in a very hard time right now, and they've got good resources and good connections for you to find ways and paths to kind of improve or join in helping others. So, please make sure if you stop by the show, you pick up information from them and their partners. Go to the new website, enlacecharlotte.org. And I do encourage you to check out a meeting. The last time I got to go to the meeting, it felt really good to watch a room of orgs just help each other out and find connections to help each other help others. So I would encourage everyone to take a moment third Wednesday and join an Enlace meeting. Anything else you want everyone to know before we go, Orlando?
No, I mean just check it out at the website. Reach out to us. There's a lot of organizations. Don't feel these times, don't feel that you're alone. There's always people who can support you. And if we do not have the answer, we will get the answer. We're going to connect you. So just check us out and last say charlotte.org. Wednesday, third Wednesday of the month, Charlotte Center for Legal Advocacy, 9 a.m. And we also do a lot of other events. So just check the website and say hi to us. We like to get to know new people. So that's what we are here for. And thank you.
Fantastic. Well, thank you again, everyone joining us. Make sure you grab all that information and make sure you grab tickets for the show. Show opens August 15th, run to the 31st. This is my every video warning. Get your tickets now. It's a fantastic show. You don't want to miss it. Don't be the person who doesn't listen and go ahead and grab those tickets now. And remember, while you're there, you can pick up more information on Enlace and their community partners. Till next time, see you later.
Bye.